Well, good morning everyone. It's a little bit of a dreary day here in the Waikato, but it is nice because it has been drizzling a little bit. But guess what today is? Today is the 4th of October, and that also means that it's the last day of AI. So this is our 4th week. I've got 4 cows to do in my herd. There's one of them there, so I just need to draft her out because Dad's out doing a few jobs, so he'll get her when he comes back. Dad's just got back, so that cow's still to do in the yard there. But it's quite interesting because there's this cow here, so she's obviously on 199 and then 282. So it says she's on my app, and like there's a little bit of rubbing on top, but I would have left it, so it's pretty interesting. It does look like she's been rubbed, but not real hard, so that's quite cool. That's a cow that I would have missed. So the collars do work, but I'll load all 3 of these straws up and then just do them all together. Oh, it's a good feeling when AB comes to the end, or when you put the bulls out. It means a heck of a lot less work.
Oh, thank you.
It's a lot easier for them up here, eh? Nice flat ground.
Much easier.
Yeah, but I don't know. You prefer doing it in the shed?
Yeah, I just save time. Instead of having to get them out here. Fun.
Time to go. Right, so that's mating all done for another year, so you get a little bit of a break now for 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going on holiday for a month.
Yeah. So what happens now? We've just run these 2 bulls up, so they're getting half of this paddock, and one of them will get put in with the younger herd in the morning. And the other 2 are just gonna go in here, so a fence bit of a race through there, and then they're gonna have all that bottom piece because the trough's over there. In the past I have put like a fence around the edge of the cow shed here, but I find they make a heck of a mess and they're loud and it's a bit annoying, so I've given them that bit down the bottom this year, and then I can give them more that way or more that way, so easy as. And then just one of them will go in with the highs in the morning. So I was thinking too today that I might leave it another day, see what cows come on heat tonight and are on in the morning, and then if there are any good ones I'd put them to AI, or I suppose I'd do them all AI and then wait another day and chuck the bulls out on Sunday. But I'm thinking now I might just put them out and be done with it. Just moving these girls first because I need to get the bulls under the feed pad. But what an afternoon after this morning. It has come out real warm. It's a little bit windy, but not too bad. Right, it's time to go and get those bullies. I think they'll be alright. I don't think there'll be too much fighting on the way up, but I've just let the gate at the top open, so hopefully they get up to the shed and they just in the paddock like that. Making a heck of a lot of noise. They've gone alright, no scrapping at all. There's your mates. Although you won't be mates soon, they go a bit weird once they go in with the cows. Come on matey, have a look. Away go. Right, follow your mate. Jeebus, you're a noisy bugger. Follow your mate. There we go. Right, hopefully they're alright in there. Hopefully they don't start scrapping and push each other through the fence, but they shouldn't, fingers crossed, but I'll see you in the morning. So I'm just bringing the second herd into the shed now. There's a heap of young cows there, so what I'm going to do, because there's 2 bulls still in that paddock, Dad hasn't let one go yet, I'm going to pull one of them out now, and then he can follow these girls back to the paddock, so he has some company. Rightio fellas, who wants to go first? Oh, the little tiger. Come on. Righto mate, you ready? Up. Come on in. Oh no, he's alright, he's just following them back nicely. So there was only 1 cow on in that first herd, and then there is 3 on in here. You can see there's a red bum over there, so she's come on for the first time. But what I'm thinking I might do is, because they're not like real good cows, so not ones that I'd really want to keep a calf from, so I might use some of the older semen that's in the bank to sort of get rid of it and put the bull out anyway, so I've sort of got double the chance of getting these girls in calf. Oh, these fellas has come up by the gate, so I'll see if I can get them out. Come on in. Right, here she is, number 149. Oh, and you thought yesterday was over. But this is another red one, so that's the first time it's come on heat, which is good, same as the one out there. And then the second one, she is on too, which is handy, so she's a return. Come to shut these girls in, Mr. Bully is just there, so I'll leave him to it. So mating hasn't gone too bad this year, so I have changed things up a little bit. Last year we did AI for like 4.5 to 5 weeks, so I've dropped that back to 4 this year. Our 3-week submission rate, we only hit 92%, which was definitely a little bit low. One of the good things about that though is the young herd did really well. They were about 92% I think, whereas this herd here was somewhere in the 70s, and they sort of brought the average down. But it was a pretty hard summer last year, and I think it's just sort of come through now. Cows are a little bit lighter calving, which sort of affects them getting in calf again. But hopefully it's going to be alright. Hopefully our 6-week one's not too bad, but we won't know until we pregnancy scan in February, so fingers crossed. But I was also thinking this morning, because we only have 4 bulls on the farm, so there's 190 cows in here and only 1 bull goes in here at a time, so we might be lacking a little bit of bull power. So I thought if we have a big day, because the collars are going to make it pretty easy to do this, because I'll know when I go to the shed in the morning how many cows are on, and if it's sort of like a big day where like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 cows are on, maybe I should just AI them all, leave the bull in. I won't record it, but just try and get them in calf, or just give the bulls a little bit of a boost or a helping hand. When I was in England, I know that they AI'd the cows with dairy semen, and then they run sort of beef breeds in the herd, so then when they calved, if it was a Frisian cow or a Frisian calf, it was obviously AI'd, and then if it was a beef breed, the bull got it. So I sort of know that it does work. I would be pretty interested to hear your thoughts on that though. But the plan of attack is I'm going to leave these fellas out for the next 4 weeks, so that'll bring our mating up to the 8-week mark, and then I'm going to try something else for the last 2 weeks, which I'll talk about in another video. But I also want to try next year only AIing for 3 weeks and then chucking the bulls out then, and that is mainly because I've got this reasoning, or what I believe is that you can breed better fertility by only keeping your heifer replacement from the first 3 weeks of mating, because those are the cows that have held on their first cycle, so they're sort of the more fertile ones. Now I know some people are going to agree with me and some are going to disagree with me, but it's just what I believe. I was talking to Martha, our vet, about it, and she quite strongly agrees with me that it is a good thing to do. And by hopefully having these collars now, our repo rate should improve going into the future. I don't think this year, I think we put them on a little bit too late, but I definitely think next year we should see some improvement. And if we do, it's going to be a massive advantage to us, because that means we will be able to drop our replacement rate down. So at the moment we're carrying like 25% replacements, maybe a little bit less, but I think we could potentially drop that to like 15, which should save us a bit of money grazing wise and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But then if we also raise our 3-week up, it means we'll have more calves to choose from. So options are good, options are good. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. That'll pretty much wrap it up. If you did, give it a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Apart from that, see you next time.